Hello folks, in this tutorial I will try to introduce you to create one complete level. In this video we will first create one new scene, 2D scene, and we will try to see how to create some elements for this level. For this tutorial you need something before it, so tutorial have some requirements. You need image, many images for all of your game props, game elements, and you need main character for your game defined to test these elements which we will create in tutorial. Let's start. We can give a name for our root node, world, for example. You can create any name for your root node, and this will be name of your scene when you save it. Okay. And now let's create one element. If we have task to create some platform there, here, you can start with static body with collision shape and one sprite for texture image. For this level we will use this image. And if you try to set this image on your level, you can see is original size good for you, or maybe you need some change. We can change it here. For example, let's see what will we get, like this, or maybe like this. If you have previously created levels in a game, and if you create one new level, I suggest you that all elements have same scaling. And now we need collision shape. We can add it like rectangular collision shape, and we can add this collision shape to our element. Something like this, not so perfect. And after that, if you want to test this prop, you will need to have character for game. I will instantiate one character. For instantiation, you need prepared scene with character. Whenever you want to instantiate something, it is good for you to have some prepared scene. For instantiation, we use instance and scene file as a node. You need to know the name of your node for instantiation. We will try with this player node, and we get some player here. I will try to put it somewhere above our elements. And let's save and test this game. So world 2D will be the name because we defined the name of our root node. And now we have one platform, we have our character, and character can move over it, but here character cannot move because this is our platform. But what if you want to create platform in many places in a level? So here, all around, maybe some other positions. You can do it as beginner. So click to static body, duplicate, and just put it wherever you want, then sort it or whatever. Or you can use tileset. Tileset is not so complicated. For this we use TileMap. TileMap, node for 2D tile-based maps. And when we create it, we need to use tileset here. We'll create one new tileset, and if we want to see what we do, we need to click here. In a lower part of your main screen, you can work with elements for your tail with a tail set. First, you need to add one texture. We will use texture for our element here, and after it you can add single tail for this node. Colors are similar. Let me try something like this. Because colors are very similar, you need to see. Okay. Collision is automatically set. This is all you need to know about making simple tail set. So first you click on adding texture, and when you have texture on a screen, you are adding new single tail. You need to define the region for this single tail with click and mouse movement, and to define collision, occlusion, or navigation. But collision is important if you want your tail set to be interactive with your character. In this situation, we will use simple rectangular for collision, and we will click once inside our region, and the region will accept this collision. Now we have two tail set in our tail map. This is 1 and this is 2. Here we can see how big is our element or how small. After that we can go to cell and work a little bit with the size. Now what are we do? I don't know. Okay, let's go to transform. So transform can work with the size. This is size of a cell for a TileMap. We can leave it as it is, and I will explain it later. And position, rotation, scale, we need some changes in a scale because this platform is too big. So I am not all-knowing man, so learn through mistakes, or I'll learn from some book or tutorial. Now we can do something like this one element, second element, third element. Okay, let me see what will be now. Okay, now we have some platform for movement, as you see. Okay, we don't need this static body anymore, so you can delete it or remove it if you don't want to use it. Now we will continue with our tail set, but we will set the cell size to 8. And let me show what will you get. First thing, when you change size, your tails will change position. See here. This is first thing to know. Second thing, if you want your tails to stay up there, okay. If you don't want, you can delete it. But you need to go above your tail and click right mouse button. Above and right. Above and right mouse button if you want to remove it from the screen. And we are continuing. Now our grid is different, and we can put this tails closer to each other to create something like a platform for our character. This looks a little bit better, as you see. And then you can continue working. For example, I want this to be here. Then I will put this element and one more element. And one more element. As you see. Okay. Now we have some platform for movement with our character. This is faster than using lots of static body, and you can create many elements in your tail set, elements with collision or without collision. You can also add some other elements to your TileMap. Thank you for watching. In the next part of this tutorial, we will continue with this same level. You can prepare for this with creation of your character. You can use my books, courses, free courses, or videos from channel to create character if you are beginner, and if you have experience with Godot, you can work on one of your levels in a game, create some TileMap and images for tail setting, and be prepared for next part and continuation of this tutorial. I will not tell you bye-bye for now. You can also need to know how to use this micro buttons up here, and sometimes you will need to know how to use this visible collision shapes or some other elements for working with TileMap. Now I use visible collision shapes to see if our collisions are good. So all are in one line, it is good set. Here collision shapes are okay, as you see, and here okay. So our character can move without stopping. If you have changes in your collision shapes, for example, if some of your character is in a different position, you can see, for example this you can see, but sometimes if you have a little change, your character will stop. And you can see that this is collision shape here which blocks you and you need to move. Okay, this is all for now in this video lesson. I wish you all the best in creation of your level. If you are beginner, create new project, new scene, and work with this tutorial. I hope you will create one good level after it. Bye bye.